Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that is connective to this collective, that's beautiful, and I invite you to take that with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright, just leave it right where you found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective, and you should never take something off the table, or in general, that doesn't belong to you, right? Right! Bear in mind that time may be fluid, as well as energy. And let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we fucking shall. Oh, what are we getting into? We are getting into whatever comes out. Balls to the walls, guys. All right. Get a good smoke cleanse going. Welcome home, homies. Do me a favor on your way into the video now and later. Get those likes up and make sure you're subscribed if you like the tribe. Got some tree resin burning in here. Smells really good. Campfire in the house. Got one more for you. Yeah, one more. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna hit my peace pipe and we'll get going, guys. Let me know how you like the new setup. Testing things out. Always tinkering around the shanty. All right. Messages for the homies, Spirit. Boom. Queen of Swords. She's like, bring it on, motherfucker, bring it on. You may be a widow, a female. This card speaks of sadness and embarrassment. It speaks of absence. It speaks of sterility, mourning, privation, separation. Separation from rupture. Separation from division. Separation from delays. Separation from absences. Separation from dispersion. This is collective, you saying, I'm not separated from anything, and I'm not going to be divisive, divisionary to anything or anyone. I have boundaries, yes, but divisors, no. I don't know. Okay. This one is a little bit upright, a little bit not. Messages for the collective, please, Spirit. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Collective, your present position is Queen of Swords, is sadness, embarrassment. It's a sense of absence, a sense of mourning, a sense of privation, being very private, and a sense of separation. That's your present position. Currently influenced by some sort of a rupture, a dispersion, some sort of removal or absence of something. And it's influenced you to feel delayed. And it's influenced you to feel divided, fragmented. The next card out will be goal or destiny of the collective. Ooh. You had the Hermit in the reverse. That we're going to take as these other ones that popped out will be 4 and 5. Trying to figure out where they go. All right. So 3. Actually, it would have been, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've never really done the Celtic cross spread. Don't judge me, monkey. I'm giving it a shot. Okay. Goal or destiny, the Hermit in the reverse, speaks of concealment and disguise, speaks of policy, speaks of fear, speaks of unreasoned caution. Influences of distant past. That caution doesn't feel unreasoned, does it? No, because the influences of the distant past were ravage, violence, force, vehemence, extraordinary efforts, fatality, that which is predestined but not for this reason. For evil. Not. I'm getting it wasn't to kill you, it was to make you strong. Or an attempt to make you weak, but really just made you very fucking strong, collective. But at the same time has left you feeling very separated and just alone. But that's an illusion. That much I can tell you. Recent past events. You have the Six of Swords in the reverse. With some sort of declaration. Some sort of a confession. Some sort of proposal of love. I don't know how well it was received. Future influence is one of secrets and of mystery, the unrevealed future. Okay, if you are a female, this is you. If you're a male, this is the person that you're interested in. This card speaks of silence, it speaks of wisdom, it speaks of tenacity, and it speaks of science. Your present attitude, desire, envy, jealousy, illusion. I love you too, my dear. Environmental influences. Yee. Riot. Quarrel. Dispute. Litigation. Defeat. This is what's around you. Take caution not to let that seep into you. Because this is not you. This is your environment. Innermost conditions. Disorder. Chaos. Ruin. Discord. I feel like that's a call to say that is what your innermost feelings are when you're in an environment that does not suit you and you stay in it for whatever reason, knowing that it does not suit. And then your gut is just like, in a state of disorder and chaos and discord. Because you know you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And if you know, then do something about it. Right? Yeah. Most likely outcome. News. Alliances. Affinity. Ancestry. Some sort of return of something that may have been, or felt at least, like a false project. But I'm hearing if a project fails or, doesn't take off right away or, it's a project for a reason. Projects are meant to be worked on. Yeah? Yeah. Wisdom comes from the trials, from circumspection. Use your discernment. Sacrifice that which would seek to harm you, bring you down. Follow your intuition. Let it instruct you, collective. Work on your divination. What do you see coming for yourself? Do you like it? If not, how are you going to change it? Know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let's do some channeled messages. Let's just throw some fun words at you guys and see what comes out. Huh? You like the sound of that? Hang on. Ooh. All right. The Queen of Cups wanted to make an appearance immediately before I put the deck away. All right. A good, fair woman. Honest. Devoted. Who will do service to you. Loving intelligence. Hence, gift of vision. Success. Happiness. Pleasure. Wisdom. And virtue. And I just said to my kid and her bunny this morning, patience is a virtue. So keep those little nuggets of gold in your pocket, collective. If you need to rewind and listen again, do it. Every time you do, you'll hear something different and you'll understand on a whole new level. Am I right? If not, I'm left. Okay. material happiness is coming your way, collective. That just came out for you. Purple. Crown chakra. Work with selenite in your crown chakra, collective. If you're unsure about the chakras, you're like, I've heard that word and I know, the rainbow colors associated to it, and I could tell you the names of them, but I don't know what they are or what they mean. Start looking into it. I, yesterday, was in such murderous pain. I'm telling you, it felt like it was going to kill me, this pain that I had in my shoulder and my neck. And I've had it, off and on for a long time, kind of off and on my whole life. And I never quite took the time to understand and connect that the chakras align, excuse me, to our bodies, right? And I played around with some of my stones last night. I did some research online. I cannot think of the name of the site. I'll try to see if I can look it up and put it on the community board. But it was connecting to the stones and pain, and how our physical pain, and I'm sure you've heard before, and if not, if you don't know, now you're going to know. But physical pain can be from a deep-rooted emotional issue. And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm fine, like I'm all right. But oh man, does my neck and shoulder hurt so bad that I can't fucking move? I'd be fine if my neck didn't hurt. Okay. Well then, spirit, life, universe, creator sent me these signs, these messages. It was like, there are things that I needed to take care of that I kept kind of putting on the back burner. Forgivenesses that I was refusing to acknowledge. Things I was thinking, if I just ignore it, it'll go away. Not being very divine in nature, really, being very human. And so with that came human pain. Oh, fuck, guys. Lots of it. Lots of pain. And then one of my personal, we'll say demons, shadows, showed up, resurfaced. And the last time that I met this shadow of mine, I became a monster myself. It was like, I'm going to use fire to fight fire, I guess. I don't know. Bear with me if you can. And the moment that I did that, I let the fire in and it overtook me, because I'm not supposed to fight fire with fire. I was supposed to find a way to put the fire out, or to keep it tamed enough to get the flame away from me, so to speak. And then I said my piece to this shadow. This shadow's just really a person in my life that's caused me a lot of pain, and I've probably inflicted my fair share of pain upon them. And, it's just been a very dark, energetic exchange for a long while. But there's love, because it's a family dynamic. But I had to deal with it in a different way. I chose to deal with it. I got to deal with it in a different way this time when it resurfaced, when this person came back. Instead of saying all kinds of hateful, terrible things and honestly wishing awful things on them, I handled it differently and wished them peace and healing and, peace and healing. And as soon as I did that, it brought me peace and healing.
And maybe that's a little bit narcissistic, but hey, I'm a little bit of a narcissist sometimes. Aren't we all? Sometimes. But it's when we recognize that and work on it instead of act on it. It's important. I don't know. All right, there was that train of thought. Oh, back to the crystals and the chakras. Yeah. So, I looked up what crystals correspond with, because I'm still learning all about, anything that I feel called to. I'm still learning. I'm not a master at anything. Hi there. I'm well, thanks, my dear. How are you? And so I was looking up what crystals would help with my neck pain and my back pain. And all of a sudden it came up, well, yes, this crystal corresponds to this pain, but also it corresponds to this chakra. And probably what's wrong with you is that you need to stop running away from forgiveness or refusing forgiveness. And, what was the other one? Speak your peace, speak your mind, speak your emotions instead of trying to run from them and pretend that they don't exist. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, okay, this person's showing up and they had sent me like a friend's request and I was going to ignore it. Okay. I was just going to be like, no, or delete or something. And then I'm thinking that doesn't really actually take care of the problem. Like it, then they're probably just going to be like, well, what the F? What? And so I just took the time to be like, I love you. I wish you strength. I wish you peace. I wish you all the best things for you. But I'm over here working on all the best things for me. And us connecting isn't part of, what's good for me right now. And I'm not even sure that it's part of what's good for you. But I don't want to leave things on bad terms. So let's just say, I love you. Take care of yourself. Right? And that could be, applied to so many different dynamics and, but yeah. And then, so it's like, okay, so my chakra was blocked and it was literally causing me to feel like my neck and my head and my shoulder were going to fucking explode. And I'm sitting there just like stretching it. And I'm like, oh my God, what can I do? And I like literally fall down on my knees and I'm crying and I'm praying. I'm like, please take this pain away. And, then I'm led to, like I said, look up what crystal connects to this pain. And then it's like, yeah, okay, here's the crystal. And so I did that. I used green tourmaline and selenite, and I put them on the affected, painful areas of my body. But then also, when this situation arose and this person sent me the friend's request, I was like, you know what? Okay. It just told me to speak my piece and don't run from things. And I'm not going to, sit there and bring up a list of grievances or anything, but I will tell this person that, let's forgive each other and live and let live and move on and go our ways in a healthy way, go our own way. Yeah. All right. So your messages, you had got the 5 of Cups, something about the best. This is the spilled milk, right? A little bit of spilled milk, but the best has yet to come. Like, it's all right if a little bit of milk spilled, because what comes next is the absolute fucking best. Don't worry about it. And it's something about love. Love, love, love. I just started hearing, what is it, a Beatles song? Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Oh, something, it's easy. All you need is love. All right. I need to stay in my lane. I need to stay in line. Something about get away when it ain't really safe. King of Wands. someone ran off and they were worried about what they wanted, what they thought they wanted, and then they realized it brought them everything that they didn't want and nothing that they did. And something about it put them at risk of something. But being put in the risk that they were put in, being put in the situation they were put in, it taught them and it showed them that they needed to stay in line. They needed to keep their ass in gear, stay in line, stay in their own fucking lane, and seek out what's best for them. So it was like, universal lesson, a divine teaching, kind of like a divine right. What do they say that? Sometimes when my kid does something, it's like, okay, well, you knew that you were gonna, you weren't supposed to do that, and you did it anyway, and then boom, like the universe punished you. I don't have to do nothing. I sit back. It's kind of like that for someone. But in that, like, divine punishment moment, they learned a really divine lesson that they couldn't have learned had they not been in the position that they were in, put themselves in. I don't know. The man on the moon keep playing, but this is in the reverse. Someone that was kind of kept some dark secrets, and I feel like the collective felt that, things were a little bit unsafe about this person's vibe, and maybe collective, you sent them away, and you spent a little bit of time crying about that spilled milk, crying about the lost love, but at the same time, you kept it fucking moving. You stayed in line, stayed in your own lane, kept yourself safe the best you can. And this person has been off, being taught by the divine. I'm hearing how to treat a lady, no matter your gender. It popped into my mind. And how to be a lady, was it how to be a lady or how to treat a lady? Both, how to be a good person and how to treat people good. And not be so dark and secretive. The moon doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's actually supposed to be a light in the darkness. But sometimes the man on the moon be playing, but he's not. He's not now. This person, whoever, whatever, gender be fluid, energy fluid. Okay. We're going to say hi to the Fae folk for a second here. Are these upside down? They are a bit mixed, so I'm going to mix them a little more and shuffle for a moment. We'll see what the fairies got to say. Oh, well, they're already jumping out. Wind, the wind fairy, air element, flew right out. Kind of sideways, kind of reversey, I don't know. But someone may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If not, this is very thoughtful, very logical, focus-driven energy. And it landed on this deck over here. Also, at the bottom of the deck, you had Trillium, self-love, poetry. Write a poem. Anyway, this was saying it wants this message here. Home of passion, Two of Cups. Whatever this was, whoever this King of Wands was, potential air element, they see you as their home. They see you as a passionate place to be. Your energy, and I don't mean that in an unhealthy, codependent, toxic, blah, blah, blah. Don't make a home out of a person, because then when they're gone, you're fucking homeless, right? But they see you and your energy, your aura, your light, your vibe as being a fucking home, and a passionate one. And that is what it is. Yeah, and that's where Spirit says leave it. That there's potential for contentment and even for a fortunate marriage. But it takes the right kind of effort. It takes safety, security. It takes true compassion, not just passion. It takes empathy. It takes confidence over ego. It takes endurance, resilience. Pure and fucking sweet and divine. And if this person or any person at all isn't willing to put those efforts forward, put their best foot forward, and keep doing so, they ain't really safe and they need to go. Yeah? Yeah. I love you. Get them likes up until I see you again, my dears. Until we speak again. Mwah.